Hey everybody, this is Adam Sauer. I'm making this video to introduce to you a project that I've been working on for a while and just kind of explain where I am with it and what my approach is and just the different thoughts that are kind of floating around. Just get it out there, get some feedback on it, and show you what I have so far so that you guys can give some feedback on what I've worked on so far, and then we can have an exchange of ideas and stuff and go in a positive direction together. Yay! Okay. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. So this is the solar system. It's got the planets out here doing their own thing, and we're gonna zoom into Earth and check out what the Earth is doing. So there we've got a pretty cool Earth, spinning out in space, and yeah, just doing that. And this is something we want to protect and build and grow and everything. And so my approach to figuring out a way to help facilitate that growth and everything is just to help facilitate a good global perspective, that holistic perspective that we talk about a lot. And for me, as an engineer, I like to think of things very visually. So I feel like having the Earth visually in a program is really important. And not just as like pictures off in the background, but as something like this, like 3D that you're actually, that's kind of like embedded in the functionality of a program that you use on a daily basis. And so building on that, what's something we use on a daily basis? Well, we use our clocks on a daily basis just to kind of tell time. But even more, we use our calendars on a daily basis, hopefully. So kind of what I did is mapped out this looking at our calendar as it relates to the Earth's orbit around the sun, because that's essentially what a calendar is a breakdown and representation of the Earth's orbit. And so with that, speaking of calendars and orbits and everything, happy Chinese New Year, which is marked by the new moon that is halfway between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. So anyways, back to the program, though. So yeah, we're at a new moon, and it's the moon is obviously in the wrong position there, but have no fear, we will fix that eventually. But the point of this program is to kind of to build a calendar that people would use on a daily basis, but to build a 3D calendar so that it's just something that you could use in virtual reality, thinking about the future of technology and where these devices that right now we have like even smartphones in countries where people might not have running water, but yet they have phones. It's kind of an interesting thing that's going on in the world, and so looking into the future of where that's going to go, or build something that's kind of helpful, and that so we don't have a platform that's really distracting us and everything, but is really helping to build that global focus. So where's the practicality in this program? Well, as you're traveling, the different planets are traveling with the sun throughout the universe. They're actually traveling, the sun is traveling at roughly 200 kilometers a second, or 450,000 miles per hour. And so as you can kind of look at this, we're looking up into the future right here. That's really like the trajectory of Earth and of all the planets. And then you can kind of look back into the history of where they came from and look at that helical path. And then so what I started doing is marking out basically I'll fly back down to the present right now, which is February 8th or February 9th now actually, and show you what I've been doing with this is after building it, then adding in different events. And this hasn't just been me building it. I have a few friends who've been helping out a lot with like getting that WordPress website together. We're rebuilding this in Unity, which is another virtual reality program that works a lot better with the virtual reality devices. This is in three.js, which works in browser pretty well, but doesn't work in that other stuff very well. So as you can kind of see, how I've designed it is basically to draw out your events. So say like this event from 8 a.m. to 10:50 is drawn out as this green arc right here that the Earth, like this hand from Earth, is drawing, and then like the rest of this is like my work week, just going through, you know, like Monday is right there, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then I took like a part day on Friday because I adjusted hours the rest of the week. So anyways, yeah, so that was like my week last week. Anyways, so I've been doing this with a lot of events throughout the year, of just mapping them out, getting this stuff in here to the point that it could be like, you know, everything would just work together so you could see your different events. Let's see where else it goes down to. Let me add in the rest of the events here, going all the way down, and let's just hop down to the bottom of 2015, January 1st, so we can really see what it feels like to go through this daily view here. And so as we do that, each one of these arcs is an event on a different day, and so like it'll kind of make a spiral path, if you will. But each one of these events was like when I was working, or when I went on this trip to New York right here with all this yellow, or coming up the blue was when I was recording my sleep. And then some of the other things, I had another thing that didn't render in there, I don't know why, but like, yeah, like the more of the sleep is still there. Then when I started working at this engineering company, was mapping out my hours. And then, yeah, just to show that whole view one more time, but kind of like zoomed out, so you can also see kind of like the longer term impact of what's going on is here. And I'll show in that, I'll bring in that blue. I was working at an internship this summer, which is really cool. And so, yeah, just kind of showing you guys all of that information and showing you that what I'm trying to explain what I'm building here, and really what this team now is helping to build is, you know, a program to, and like just capture the Earth and make use of it in a program that people use on a daily basis, so that when you're using this, you just help build that perspective of like, hey, I'm on this world and I can see events from other people and other places in the world, and I can you know, just kind of maybe even see news stories or historical information kind of like shown on this, to build in that global perspective. So that's where we are with it. We're hoping to, by the end of the year at the least, build a user database so that people can log in, create accounts, and build their own calendars into this 3D world, so that they can use this kind of program to navigate their daily life and to navigate and kind of like zoom in and out from their daily goals to their long-term goals, and then think about how we can kind of stay and hold on to those long-term goals. And this really gets into, like, you know, thinking about it, global development goals, being a part of the global community and being in on, or just kind of like trying to pay as much attention as I can on a lot of events. It's something that, you know, a lot of people recognize is really important, although it's hard to, you know, keep a focus on that with a lot of different you know, things in our daily lives going on, which is completely fine. That's completely normal. And I guess what the hope of this program is to help the world develop a better, more, you know, well-developed perspective of the world through this daily use, so that we're just thinking more in a global society, and we're bringing our awareness to that level. So that's. I'll stop talking. I'm kind of like ranting a little bit now, so I'll stop doing that. And just if you're interested in this, feel free to comment or like it and share it, whatever. Do that fun stuff, and I'll be continuing to work on this and updating you guys on different parts of it. Ooh, one more thing, I forgot to add the stars, beautiful stars in here. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that, make this video to communicate that, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. Okay, listen, guys, I just watched that. Like, thanks for sticking through that if you did. Pretty long. Anyways, I'll try to get better at like talking and making videos, and in the meantime, just share your thoughts, what you think about the video, or me just rambling on about stuff, and all that good stuff, and yeah, I'll just get better at talking, but keep sharing, because that's the important thing. Alright, over and out.